Yo. That's a pretty big backflip. Skeet, skeet. Yeah.
I wouldn't be standing alone tonight.
Look at that. Oh! And I landed it. There you go. See?
Yeah.
Wouldn't be standing alone tonight.
We wandering off and shit, dog.
Wouldn't be standing
Yeah. Finish my cup and post some.
So we're back out. The wheel fell off because the grub screw holding the hex, rather the pin, it wasn't tight all the way. I had those Amazon hex wrenches, the ones that get held on with a grub screw, like the hex shaft gets held in with a grub screw, and that was slipping. And so I thought these were tightened all the way, but they weren't, because the hex shaft was just slipping inside the grub screw in the wrench handle, and that's why it fell off. But I've got some brand new hex wrenches. They're much better, so everything is on tight. And from that quick little drive of this thing, these tires are a beast on here. They're cheap, and we don't know how long they're gonna hold up. In fact, that one looks like it's got a crack in it already. Right there, if you could see that, or that might just be a scratch. Oh, that one has one too. Look, they're all cracked already. There's a crack. There's a crack. Let's see that, unless it's just a scratch. We'll see if they destroy it. There's a crack on that one. A crack on that one there too. You guys see that? And there. Looks like they're all spider cracked, or they're just scratched from the factory. It's hard to tell. That feels like a scratch, not a crack. But they're probably not gonna last long, but they're 30 bucks. But it acts like a crazy animal with these things. Now I'm just blipping it and it wants to wheelie up. This is a real heavy truck. It's considered 10 scale, but it's super heavy. All right, let's try this. The wheelie bar makes it hard to do. And that's not a good idea to do that. This thing covers ground quickly. Looks like I broke a wheel already. Nah, they're just like really out of balance. You know, they're cheap. They're super out of balance. You need to find some wheels that are very similar to this size and offset, but just better quality. The tires are really good, but from what I've seen, the wheels are not strong. Oops. I got a mow. Yo. That's a pretty big backflip. Skeet, skeet. Skeet, skeet, mother effer. Remember that song? She for sure. She's a skeeter, that's for sure. I'm gonna bring this over and skeet all over my buddy with his Traxxas Max. I'm just playing. I don't have any stupid, idiotic friends. None of them own Traxxas. Just joking, all you Traxxas guys. Kind of. Nah, but for real, I respect whatever you guys drive. What I don't respect is the Traxxas guys going all over Arma, Team Corrali pages and just talking a bunch of shit about them. That's what I don't respect. Traxxas trolls. Jeez, I gotta turn the brakes down. I think they're at 50. I don't remember what I put them at. I don't really respect Traxxas sponsored channels either. Like, what's that one guy, Outsourced or something? He's a straight Traxxas sponsored guy. And then he'll buy an Arma with his own money and then just talks a bunch of junk about it. But from my understanding, what I hit. Ooh, that's a nice rock right there. Smacked it, chassis bent. Time for M2C. But for real, M2C, why don't you make some Team Corrali parts? Bastard Queen makes Team Corrali parts, but M2C doesn't. I mean, this has got the M2C hexes, but those are universal. Whoa, that was pretty wonky. That's gonna take something to get used to. Cause you're so used to turning it one way. So that was dope. Trying to drive in reverse. Yeah, let's get some M2C upgrades for this Team Corrali stuff, guys. It's warm, but it ain't really hot. Let's send it some more. Let's do a couple good ones. Oh my gosh. I think that landed right on this concrete right here. Right there. Right there. Does bumper survive? Yeah. Everything. I had to brake it. It was gonna had to brake. I had to hit the brakes. It was gonna hit that post. Let me try to launch him that way. Never really tried it this way yet. Oh yes. Whoa, it's really overgrown on that side. You can tell where I run up all the time. It's like naturally mowed, like all right here. Then you go over here, and you're in the jungle. Great. I don't want to do that, whoa, self-riding with these big old heavy wheels and tires. It's not going to be good on your drivetrain. Plus, this thing's on a, it has a wheelie bar and it's also on like a hill. It wouldn't have worked. I think we're on LBC, guys. No, not yet. How was that? I've heard it do that before. Maybe my center diff's good. My center diff's going out. No, that's the motor. Must be hot. It must be overheating that motor. I gotta put the other fan on it. Woo! Woo woo! Smoking. Yep, she's hot. It's already about 90 degrees this morning. What time is it? 9 o'clock, 90 degrees. Well, skeet, skeet, peace. Oh wait, I got a fan. I got an extra fan to put on this. Chris Watson. Ugh. Edit that out or leave it? I'm leaving it. Chris Watson sent me a fan for this, an extra fan. It's the one that actually mounts to the chassis. It's pretty cool. Stay tuned. Peace. Got a leaky shock. I did tighten it, but it's probably, the bladder's probably misaligned a little bit. So I gotta go over that. And let's see. Everything else is great. I was talking to a guy on the forum, and he's got like the V1 Chronos, and after I don't know how long he's had it, his drive cups are wearing out. And that's a issue that was addressed with the, the spring steel, and he doesn't want to put spring steel. He's like, I'm not doing it. I shouldn't have to do it. And he's like, I've got other trucks and their drive cups aren't worn out. Why should I have to upgrade these ones? Well, that type of thinking is kind of like, a guy who has an Arma who, bends his chassis all up, and then he's like, I'm not gonna buy a new chassis for it. I mean, why not? It's just, it is what it is. You broke something, fix it. And if you're gonna fix it, you might as well upgrade it. Why put back on those stock drive cups when you know they're only gonna last 6 months? What's the point? It's like throwing money away. And then he tries to come at me with some old BS lies. Well, from what I've seen, the spring steel is no better than the stock ones anyways. Yeah, sure. Spring steel is not good. It's weird. He's on the forums, and he's always talking mess about Team Corrali. I think he's actually just a troll, to be honest with you. I think he just bought one, and he went into it with, like, bad expectations. And so, like, any little type of thing happens, it's garbage, it sucks. But if you notice, people who are, say if you're an Arma guy and you need to put a M2C everything on your Arma, you will never say Arma's garbage, even though the chassis bent, the hinge pins come plastic, you know what I mean? And a bunch of other issues that Arma may have. You would never call Arma garbage, even though you spent an extra $500–600 upgrading your Arma. But something like the Red Cat had a bad link. Don't buy it, don't buy it. You know, when you could put any kind of links you want on it for 10 bucks, 20 bucks. You know what I mean? That's the only flaw I had, you know? It's garbage, it's garbage. It needs a $10 link upgrade. Why would you buy that? But at the same time, that same guy telling you that has got $600 upgrades into his Arma so it will last. Or the same with Traxxas. He's got every RPM option, every option you can put on your Traxxas to make it last. It's just funny, the bias in the RC world against like Red Cat and Team Corrali mostly. This is a really good truck. Really good truck. I don't care who you are, what fan you are. If you're a Traxxas fan, well, Traxxas fans are gonna hate this truck because it's probably better than the Max. And in Traxxas world, there's nothing better than the Max, you know, nothing. And if you say so, then you're a crazy hater and blah, 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 blah. This is a better rig than the Max. This is a real 8-scale rig, just kind of set up to run 4S. Super beefy. It's not even the 70-75 stuff. I mean, you could put 70-75, 70-75, and the carbon fiber brace here, or you can go Basher Queen carbon fiber parts. This in stock form is one of the best, you know? And it handles way better than the Max does. Everybody knows the Max doesn't handle well. Even with the wide kit, it's not the greatest. But the only downfall to this is it needs to be geared up a little bit from the factory so you can get that power. And once you gear it up a little bit, it rips. This one's getting a little hot on me with these really big tires, and it's also geared up on a 16. So the next step, I'm gonna put the fan right here and see how that goes. Although it is gonna be in the 90 degrees, you know, weather. It's gonna be 90 degrees the next few months. So not optimal, but it's a great rig. It's probably one of my favorite. It's the best 10 scale you could buy. This one and the MT410 for sure. I think the Max would be third. Just on the handling characteristics alone, it's gonna come in third. But so yeah, there's no brakes on this, no bends. Ackerman, good, everything's good. It's a chassis. Oh no, it's a taco. Just playing. Yeah, super good rig, super fun. Really doesn't need any upgrades besides maybe put some tires and gear up. And you got a winner. This little shock bladder probably needs to be realigned. It's leaking. No biggie. Other than that, I mean, would you buy that new? The 4S Arma is the plastic 3S chassis. That chassis is not the greatest to begin with on 3S. So on 4S, I'm not gonna buy that thing for over 500 bucks. I think it's what, 470 plus tax. It's gonna be you know, 510, and I'm good on that. I'm not spending over $500 for an Arma 3S chassis. They used to be $299, you know. And this is a serious machine. That Arma, I mean, they put some upgrades on there. They did some flashy videos. The cool thing, it's got really wide arms, the Outcast. So that's cool, it's nice and wide. This one, I put the 5mm extensions on it. But it's not worth it. It's definitely not worth it, guys. There's no center diff. It's a 3S chassis. You're spending over 500 bucks. You can go buy an MT8 for that same price. You can buy the Sketer. You can buy an MT410 for $300 and something right now and build your own. You can get a Kaiju.